Welcome back to the channel where I am the Movie Ninja King. So today we're going to talk about my top 10 favorite movies I have in my collection. I'll be doing another video later on, but talking about my top 10 favorite superheroes, my top 10 movies of all time, plus ranking of all the Disney movies from animation studios, not like every single Disney movie ever made, because that would take a very long time to do. By the way, in this video, we're going to talk about my Blu-rays first. Today we're going to talk about my DVDs first because I only have 3 DVDs that's available in my top 10, and the rest of them will be on Blu-ray. So first up, and by the way, some of these are Disney, some of these are not by Disney, some of these are superhero movies, and some of these will probably never be in anyone else's top 10 movies of all time. And some of these did go direct to movie, like a direct to TV movie that did get a physical release. So first up, we're going to talk about this one first. This is a Disney Channel original movie, Zombies. They're making a brand new one that's coming out really soon, I believe. Maybe next year, if I'm not mistaken, called Zombies 4. Unfortunately, Zombies 2 or 3 did not make it into my top 10 favorite movies of all time, but Zombies were able to. By the way, these are only the movies I have in my collection. Other favorite movies I have, but some of them I do not have on DVD or Blu-ray. And other ones I believe are only available on streaming. So I'll be doing like a top 10 movies through streaming or something like that. I don't know if I might not even do that one at all. There's just so many different movies out there. But the Disney Channel original movie Zombies, I love the music in it. The first movie especially was groundbreaking. And Disney does not do artwork on their disc. That's the only bad part about buying a Disney movie is there is no artwork on another disc. Just a plain gray disc with the logo on it, and that's pretty much it. So for Disney movies, I probably wouldn't have showed the disc. Up next, we have another Disney Channel original movie. Here is the front, and here is the back. Ride to the Core is one of my favorite songs from this movie, as well as If Only. I love that song. The cast on this one is very good. Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson, Cameron Boyce, and Boo Boo Stewart. Dove Cameron, she was on Cloud 9, which I used to have on DVD, but I think I got rid of it one time. Need to rebuy that one. Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson, Cameron Boyce, and Boo Boo Stewart. Unfortunately, Cameron Boyce passed away in 2019, unfortunately. But I love this movie. I will not watch Descendants, The Rise of Red. It's just, it took me quite a while to watch part 3. Because Cameron Boyce really makes these movies along with Dove Cameron. And since none of these people came back in part 4, I just cannot bring myself to watch it. Next, we have My Little Pony Equestria Girls. This came in like a big, like a 3-movie box set that contains like the first 3 Equestria Girl movies. But this one has been and always will be my favorite from that box set. This one was released by Shout Factory. Shout Factory does amazing work on their DVDs and Blu-rays for the most part. Like 9 times out of 10, they will have artwork on their disc. But there's the front, there's the back, and you see right here it does say full-length movie premiere. I watched this one. I believe came out in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, came out in 2013. And there's the disc. So there is My Little Pony Equestria Girls. Now we're going to go for my Blu-rays. First up, we have Max. This movie came out in 2015. Love this movie. Based on a true story. That's the whole reason why I have a problem with them when they rebranded HBO Max to just simply call Max. Because there was already a movie with the same name. So to me, it just never made sense to rebrand HBO Max into just being called Max. Because, like, say, oh, well, let's watch something Max. let's watch Mats. They're gonna say, oh, the streaming service Mats, and I might mean this one. This one means so much to me. There is a sequel called Mats 2, White House Hero, but to me that movie should never been made. As if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's not based on a true story like this one is. And this one, if you're like a huge fan of country music, one of the Blaze Shawnee songs is also, I believe it's in the end credits of this movie called Forever Young. If you haven't listened to it, it is such a fantastic song. It's right there. And Best Friends Hero Marine, because he was a hero. You just need to watch this movie. This Blu-ray release is brought to you by MGM and Warner Brothers. So that's why, and it's actually from the director of Remember the Titans and the producer of Marley and Me. So that is Max. Up next, we have the 2017 movie My Little Pony the movie. The animation on this movie is so well done. This is one of the only movies that went to the theater. The cast on this movie, we have Zoe Zelia, who played Gamora on the Guardians of the Galaxy. We also have Thea, Kirsten Chitworth, who was previously in seen this video in Descendants. Emily Blunt. Um, this had a pretty amazing cast. This is the Blu-ray plus DVD plus digital copy combo pack. I'm not exactly sure whatever happened to the digital copy of this movie, but unfortunately, this is just something from Disney. The disc artwork are exactly the same. And see there's the Blu-ray and then there is the DVD or the other way around. Kind of hard, can't really see the screen, but you get the point. So there is My Little Pony the movie. I know this is actually released from Walt Disney's Animation Studios, and surprisingly, as big of a Disney fan I am, this is the only Walt Disney animated movie that made it in my top 10 movies of all time. This movie, I believe, came out in 2016 with a brand new sequel coming out later this month, actually, called Moana 2. That's right. It is the Disney's Moana. This movie came out in 2016, like I believe. The songs in this movie is incredible, and especially How Far I Go and You're Welcome. I love the music in this movie. Unfortunately, there is one I wish I had it, probably above this one. This is only my top 10 movies in my collection. I love the Encanto movie, but unfortunately, I do not have Encanto. So Moana does make it to my top 10 favorite movies of all time. And even if it did, probably another movie would be knocked off because that's how much I love this movie, Encanto too. Let's go with DC first. This is my only DC movie in my top 10 favorite movies of all time, and I do not see it coming out of my top 10 movies of all time anytime soon. This one I believe either came out in 2020 or 2021. I love this movie. It stars Margaret Robbie, and that is Birds of Prey. I'm not going to say the full name because that's just too long a name to pronounce. But anyway, there's the front. There's the back. Love this movie. This movie is rated R and it's the only rated R movie in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Just not a big fan of R-rated movies. But Birds of Prey, I love this movie to death. And I've seen this movie like probably like 50 or 70 times since this movie came out. I watched it on DVD. I watched it on Blu-ray. I watched it on my digital code. I watched it on HBO Max. I watched it on Max. I watched it on it was like on Hulu one time. I watched it there. Love this movie. So this is probably in the top. Probably never going to be my top 10 favorite movie of all time. And the next one could be because of recently biased, but it's from Marvel Studios and it's Spider-Man: No Way Home. Love this movie to death. Um, Surprisingly, The DVD has no artwork, but the Blu-ray does. So this one, spoiler alert, because I have not seen this movie yet. I'm gonna get this. Oh, that's right, the final part. Um, this movie had Tom McGuire back in it. Had Andrew Garfield. Had Tom Holland in it. It had the Green Goblin. Had Doctor Octopus in it. It had Electro in it. It had Doctor Strange in it. Some Deo's in this. Such a great movie. I'm so excited to see what they do in the future of this in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and with the future of Spider-Man movies. So Spider-Man No Way Home, and it's honestly my personal favorite of the Spider-Man Home trilogy, besides Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man No Way Home are my two favorite Spider-Man movies. Definitely my top five favorite Spider-Man movies of all time. The only one that's not my top 10, top five favorite Spider-Man movies is Spider-Man Far From Home. And if you guys want me to do a ranking of all the Spider-Man movies, let me know in the comment section down below. And up next, this is a big box set. But it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 3 Part 1. Not every movie in here, only one. This is the UK version of it. But it's this one. Captain America Civil War. The debut of Spider-Man in the MCU. Which this one does have Spider-Man Homecoming in it as well. But this movie right here is the start of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for me. Besides Ant-Man. Ant-Man, well, actually, technically, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 was the first MCU movie I've ever watched. And then I did not watch Avengers Age of Ultron. I did watch Ant-Man, but this movie right here is what really got me into watching the entire MCU. The whole reason, this is the only movie that I ever said, I want to watch every single one. And this one is an honorable mention. I love this movie as well. Especially the end scene. I really have not watched this movie in so long. But the end scene is what I remember the end scene more than the actual movie itself, where he kept going in time, something like that. But if you guys have not bought this box set yet, I highly suggest it. It is really cool. You get each movie on its own disc with artwork. Plus, you get this little box thing here. You get, I'm going to pull one of each out. You get like a art card. Nothing on the back of these ones, but like there's one for Captain America Civil War. And then you also get a really cool poster. So this is the one for Spider-Man Homecoming. I was really hoping they would have done one of these for Phase 4, but unfortunately they did not do it for Phase 4. So that's why I haven't really bought any Phase 4 movies besides Spider-Man No Way Home. But Captain America Civil War, I love that movie to death, and it's amazing. So yeah, Captain America Civil War is my favorite MCU movie. Even more so than Spider-Man No Way Home. I love Captain America Civil War. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. For this is my 500th video. Can't believe I made it really to over 500 videos. I actually recorded way more than 500 videos, but some of them never got released. Some of them I got deleted. Because before I edit them, I rewatch them, make sure they're good enough. But this one, I'm just going to go ahead and upload. There'll be no editing done. This is how it's going to be. So, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good, fantastic day. And let's hope for another 500 more videos along the way. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright, bye.